Hey guys, it's Brett from Brooklyn Craft Company, and in this video series we've been learning all the basics of knitting. In the previous videos we learned how to cast on, knit, and purl, and in this video we're going to learn how to cast off. Casting off is what you do when you're ready to finish your project. It's how you can fasten off your stitches so that they won't unravel and they're officially done, and it's the way that you make your project be done. So let's learn how to cast off. Okay, so once you've knit or purled or worked on your project for as long as you want and you're ready to finish it, there's one last technique you need to know to finish your project, and that's called casting off. Right now, all of these stitches are called live stitches. If we were to pull out the knitting needle, this would all unravel. So we need a way to kind of seal these stitches off, lock them in so that they're not going to unravel anymore, and the way we do that is by casting off. And casting off is really easy. It's kind of just a variation on the knit stitch. So we start always by knitting 2 stitches. So we've got 2 stitches on our right hand needle. And here's the trick. Here's what casting off is. You're going to take your left hand needle, insert it into the first stitch on this needle, grab that stitch, pull it up and over the second stitch, and slip it off. So now you've only got 1 stitch left on this needle, and that other stitch is laying over it, and it's kind of locked into place by this stitch. So to continue, we knit 1 more stitch, and now we've got 2 stitches on this needle again. We're going to insert our needle into this first stitch, grab it, pull it up and over, and drop it. 1 stitch left on the right hand needle, so we're going to knit 1 more. 2 stitches on the right hand needle, insert into the first one, grab it, pull it up and over, and let it drop. Now, one thing that's really helpful when casting off is to really make sure you're holding onto your working yarn and keeping tension on it, because that helps you to control what you're doing. So as I'm pulling this stitch up and over, in order to not also pull this one off, I'm holding a lot of tension with my right hand, and that's keeping that stitch on the needle. But at the same time, you always want to try to cast off loosely, so you kind of give it a little wiggle as you let that stitch drop to add a little more looseness back into this stitch. And the reason that you want to always make sure you cast off loosely is it's very easy for the cast off edge to kind of pucker and get really tight and to not lay nicely, so we always want to try to make this edge nice and loose. So it's kind of a tension game where you need to keep tension and then let the tension go again. We're always working with just 2 stitches on the right hand needle and then slipping 1 off and knitting 1 more, so there's 2 again, and slipping 1 off. And then we work all the way across the row till we get to the very last stitches. So now there's 2 stitches left on the right hand needle, so again we'll slip this one off. And now we've got just 1 stitch left, so what are we going to do to fasten that one off? We'll cut the yarn with about a 6-inch tail, and then you can kind of pull on your needle to open up this stitch a bit, and then feed the tail up through that loop and tighten the loop. And there we have totally cast off.